Hello everyone, this is G Skills, also known as Gregory Konopka, filming the first live episode of Talking About Cats. We're gonna do it live because I had recorded some episodes on strictly audio channels and I did not know how to get that to the viewers. So I wanted to film a visual version so that maybe I could share it on YouTube and then maybe Purina, Iams, or Blue Buffalo would maybe see it and want to sponsor me. So, for the first episode of Talking About Cats that we're doing visually, I would like to start off with a topic that is not about cats. Typically, we talk about cats on this show. And yes, we will be talking about cats. But the first thing that I would like to talk about with you is taxes. It happens every year around January, February, March, April. It's something that we don't often want to think about. I mean, taxes, the government's taking our money. Something happened to me that I don't really enjoy sharing with you guys, but I want to tell you because it's something that I think is very important to share with you. So last year when I was filling out my W-4 form, I actually only learned what a W-4 form is now, but I had filed my taxes as exempt, which means that I wasn't paying the government any money throughout the whole entire last work year that I was working. So I booted up my TurboTax free, and I was really excited. I thought I'm gonna get a lot of money back. I'm gonna be able to splurge. I'm gonna be able to buy video games, buy extra stuff that I don't even need. I'm really excited. I'm going to get a new cell phone. Oh, this is going to be awesome. And I actually realized that I had filed my W-4 as exempt, so I wasn't paying the government any money all year of working. So, as it turns out, when I filled out my taxes, I was not paying the government money. And then when I logged into TurboTax, it turns out that I owe the IRS $4,000, which isn't that fun. I mean, they have a payment plan where you can kind of log in and you can kind of say, yeah, I'll pay this off in 3 years. But it's not fun. And it's not some fun fact to tell your friends. Yeah, I was an idiot. I didn't pay taxes all year. Now I owe the government money. But I do owe the IRS $4,000. So it's not cool. But I just wanted to tell you guys that before we got into a brief chat about what is my favorite cat on the face of the planet. And some of you people may be asking me, haven't you gone over this before? Haven't you told us what exactly is your favorite cat? Well, yes, I have, but I've not done it visually. So I would like to briefly go into detail about what my favorite breed of cat is. I know we discussed the Maine Coon cat because it's the only native breed to the United States. It's the only cat breed that is native to the United States, and that's why I honor the Maine Coon cat. But my mother had one. Her name was Mocha, and she was terrible. I did not like this cat at all. It's one of those situations where you go to the Animal Rescue League, the Humane Society, God bless their soul, and then you're going in there and you see a cat and it's in its cage and it's rubbing up against the cage. And the only thing that you're thinking is, this cat's awesome. It's so friendly. It's so nice. I wanted to adopt this cat. And then you adopt it. And 3 weeks later, once it gets home, it becomes a mean, vile creature. And this is what Mocha did. She was a Maine Coon. Maybe she was smarter than the rest of the cats, but her whole ploy was, I'm going to act really, really nice now so that they adopt me. And then I'm just going to be really mean and hiss. Like, just be really mean to everyone that comes in contact with me. She scratched people. She was violent. She was brutal. I did not like Mocha, the Maine Coon cat. So even though I think the breed is really cool, I did not specifically like Mocha. Out of my experiences, the best cat, and some of you may be able to attest to this, and although technically not a breed, I will say that the tortoiseshell cat is my favorite type of cat. And people may ask me, why do you think the tortoiseshell cat is the coolest type of cat? Well, I'll tell you right now. I like the tortoiseshell cat because they're known for something called tortitude. What's tortitude, you ask me? As an expert of the feline species, I'll tell you what tortitude is. It's something that tortoiseshell cats have, which is spunk. They talk to you when you come home. They're very vocal cats. They'll let you know exactly how they feel. They want to be heard. They're very affectionate, but also very loyal to their owners. I have a tortoiseshell named Scully. I named her after Gillian Anderson, my #1 celebrity crush, who played Dana Scully on The X-Files. I think she's extremely attractive, although in her 50s now. I would still choose her as my #1 celebrity date. On top of Emma Stone or Watson. I don't even know, I get them confused. Megan Fox. Maybe it's a tie between Taylor Swift, but whatever. I think that tortoiseshell cats are the greatest. They're not actually a breed, though. They're actually a genetic mutation. Because the X and Y chromosomes get mixed up. And then they just, when they pop out of their mom's birth canal, they just have crazy fur patterns. They look like autumn. They have gold, red, cinnamon, chocolate, blue. They have all the colors that you could ever imagine in a beautiful cat. But they're not actually a breed. So I would just like to say, out of all the cats, my favorite one is the tortoiseshell. Hands down. Because Scully is great. And that is about it. I did want to take one question from a viewer. And now we did do this on an earlier show, but it wasn't visual, so I did kind of want to go into this over video. She asked me, girlfriend of one of my best friends, if you were to take one cat out to dinner, who would you take out? Or something like that. And I said, well, if I were to take one cat out to dinner, I would choose the Himalayan cat. And the reason I'm saying that is because I've seen Homeward Bound probably 10 times. And I love it. It's one of my favorite movies. Shadow's great. Chance is great. Sassy's great. And Sassy's the only cat in the movie. But when she says certain lines like, you know, cats rule and dogs drool, how could I not say that she's the greatest? So I would probably choose Sassy as the #1 cat that I would want to go out with if it were an actual date. I mean, sometimes dates you have to kind of think that, like, they end romantically, but it would end romantically, and I grabbed my cat right here. Oh, look at this. Scully's in the video. Scully, I don't mean to offend you, but if I were to choose like a famous cat, I would probably choose Sassy. But I like you the most. You're my favorite cat ever. She's gonna run away now, but Sassy, out of all celebrity cats, would be my favorite cat to go on a dinner date with. I would like to hang out with Grumpy Cat because I've seen him ringside at WWF, but I don't believe that Grumpy Cat would talk much at a dinner date. He'd probably just sit there and just look mad or something. I don't know, but like, so I would take Scully, and yeah, that's about it. So this is going to be a short episode because it's video and it's live. And I didn't want to go too much into detail, but if you like what you see, please like it because I'm trying to get some sponsorships from Purina, Iams, Blue Buffalo. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to another episode of Talking About Cats. You can see that I do have beer bottles in the background. I did drink them probably about 3 hours ago just to loosen up for the episode. And if you did notice, I do have a Spider-Man poster in the background. He is the coolest superhero around. That's about it. Thank you very much, guys. Happy Friday and have a great night.